So Hypervision on BullX just dropped and the new features are insane. They are free, completely free to use. You don't need to worry anymore about your transaction times. You don't need to do manual research anymore. So let's get straight into it and I'll show you how it works. So how do you get started? Very easy. Just click on the link below in the description or the pinned comment. It will bring you to this page. Then connect your Telegram account and then you'll see a login button on Telegram. That will bring you to this home page on BullX. What you'll already be used to if you've been using BullX is NeoVision here, where you can see new pump.fun coins, for example, the graduated ones, etc. But if you scroll down here on the left hand side, you'll see where it says Hypervision, which is currently in beta, but most of these new features are now available for everybody. And I'm going to go through each of them step by step. So let's get straight into it. First feature that's brand new, if you scroll down here on the left hand side, you'll see a crown sign here next to some of these other stats which we already had, for example, how much the dev is holding, etc. And this one, if we zoom in here, you'll see that this is migrated tokens. Basically, it tells you how many migrated tokens that same dev has created previously. Now, you have to remember some of these devs will launch, hundreds of coins as well, but it's a little bit more useful. It gives you a little bit more, let's say, weight as to whether that potential coin could run, even a little bit. Now, here, I'll show you another really useful one. So if you have a look here where it says X, can you see here underneath it has 7 and it has X marked in red? It means this same Twitter account has been reused several different times. Usually not a good sign for a project. It's usually better that they're using a fresh Twitter account. So if they're serial ruggers, they're going to keep using the same one and again, like this one. So it's something to note. So you can see this one was used 7 times previously. Before I discuss the next feature, please support me here on YouTube by clicking the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do my best to bring you the newest features and tools that will give you an edge to your meme coin trading. Okay, so let me show you some of the other features. Now, if you hover over and underneath some of the actual logos, you'll see a 5-minute price change. So let me just zoom in there to show you 5-minute price change, and you'll see a volume price change as well. This can be very useful just to quickly see if there's anything, because sometimes in about to graduate, things can be stuck there for a very, very long time. So you can see if there's something that's pumping very, very quickly. You could just literally glance under the logos and you can see anything that's fast moving. For example, this one, which is up 45% in just the last few minutes. And you can see that by the chart as well. You can see the chart's uptrending. Now, if you remember from my last BullX video, so you can see on any terminal, you've got an instant trade option at the bottom here. So if you click on that one, you can see buy and sell settings. So this will automatically buy if I click on any one of these. Now, there's more settings here too. So you can actually change on the top to your fee settings. So for example, I've got one that's slow, medium, for example, and you've got the settings button here. So you can actually change that on the right hand side. Again, it just makes everything much, much easier as you're scrolling through. One good thing that BullX have really been doing, which is why I encourage everybody to use it, is they're really listening to feedback from traders. And this is helping it to become a better tool overall. Another handy feature, let me just take this one off. So if you click here, just on the right hand side, you'll see a little arrow button. So if you click on that, you can see a terminal open up with the transactions here on the right hand side. This is handy too, almost like a traditional order book for stocks. So basically here, as the price is moving up and down, you can see if there's any big orders coming in. So you can see the market cap there, but also the total size. So you can see if there's any big buys coming in, for example, and you can actually filter that. So for example, I might filter by say minimum 1,000, and now you can see only big buys or sells. So you can see recently there was a lot of selling pressure on this, which makes sense. And remember, as I've explained on previous videos, it's the people with bigger positions that move markets up and down. It's not the kind of tiny orders. So you can see those all here on the left hand side. Very, very useful to see, because literally like an old school stock market book, if you see loads and loads of green flashing here with large orders, then obviously that means there's a lot of people aping in to this particular coin. And you can see the time there as well. So if some of these orders were buy orders, but they were a long time ago, then it's understandable that the price might not really pump at the moment. So another option you'll see pop up here is Snipe, which is a game changer. So just to show you this quickly, you can see here we can snipe buy or even snipe sell if we have a position as soon as this coin's bonded. So anything that's near bonding, you can set up your order. So as soon as it opens for trading afterwards and it's got the liquidity pool, you can literally buy. So let's say if it was 1 SOL, and you can set up your priority fee and bribe fee, which you can still get away with like on the low side, 0.01. I've seen 0.01 work for myself for fee here and bribe. And unlimited slippage, I usually prefer to set custom, so you could do anything from 15-20%. Usually they tend to go through, unless obviously it's very, very hyped coin. Transaction speed, just stick to secure. And then if you click here, it will basically snipe as soon as it's migrated. Now you could do that from this page, or if you click onto and get to the terminal page, you could do it from here too. So if you click on Snipe now, you can see you can set up all of your settings here too. So if you have a position already, you can obviously sell. So this, you can see, for example, this coin has now migrated, and you can see it's going up a lot. So, well, not a lot, but it's gone up a little bit. So if we're sniping, it's basically here. So after it opens, and if it opens and it runs to 200,000, that's obviously a 2x. And if you've already bought it, you can set up on automatic sell, which means you want to sell as soon as it opens. So you can do that too. Amazing feature that they now have within BullX. So you can literally stick within the same trading terminal and use all of these features. Next one. So let's scroll down on the left hand side. You see here where it says Twitter tracker. So any kind of hyped accounts they've added already here, and coming very, very soon, you'll be able to add whichever ones you want to. Now, the reason this is useful, now some of these big influencer accounts, they might discuss things that are currently interesting, trending topics, and people make coins from that. Or they're large accounts and they're launching their own coins, or they're pumping other coins by mentioning them in their tweets. And because the tweets are getting so much engagement, that's where it can be a big thing. So right now we've got a lot going on with the Super Bowl, and because of that, we're going to get a lot of trading activity, obviously, on pump.fun. And if I scroll to the top here, you can see some of these are literally seconds ago. They're releasing some of these tweets. So you kind of get in everything in real time, which is a massive advantage. And again, all of this stuff, the tweet tracking, everything completely for free. Don't need to pay a subscription. Don't need to have any kind of Discord community or anything like that. It's free within the trading terminal. So as I say, they're constantly releasing new features, but as and when, I'll try my best to keep you updated here. For example, even here, you'll see at the bottom, there's another new feature, which is total fees paid. So you'll see this underneath any coin now. So that's an additional feature which wasn't on NeoVision before. When you're practicing with these features and you're actually buying and selling coins, I highly recommend, as always, start very, very small. So if you want to play around with the Snipe feature, start very, very small. Test it on a few coins and see what's working. But remember, this doesn't take away from actually researching. The big difference, as I said in the intro, is the researching now is easier, because literally within this box, I can see pretty much everything that I need to know. Whether accounts recycled, for example, like I said before, you can see around the Twitter button. If the price is pumping at the moment, I can see a mini chart, so you can usually spot obvious rugs. Like this is a rug, this is a rug, this is a rug, this is a rug. So you can spot that literally just from the chart. Also, you can spot it from inside account. So you can see here, percentage held by insiders, or the top 10 here. So if that's too high, or a number of snipers that are holding at the moment. So many warning signs that you can see here with BullX. So if you want to use these features, as I mentioned earlier, the link is in the description and the pinned comments. Thanks for listening.